Last week, I told you about the comedian who was doing her set when somebody heckled her and threw a beer can at her. I want you to take a look.
Guys, everybody vote for whoever you want to vote. I don't care who you voted for. I'm just happy we're all here together.
So you voted for Biden.
I don't know. Why does it matter? Yeah, so what? Why does it matter?
I can just tell by your jokes you voted for Biden.
Why are we?
No, look, I'm such an insecure person. Here, I'll tell you the rest of that bit, and then we'll move on. I'm so insecure. I went and got an IUD. Oh!
Yo, I'm never people ever again.
She is here today. Please welcome my comedy sister, Ariel Elias. Yes, you give her a standing O. Stop it, yeah, stop it. Come on. Ariel, girl, look, now you are the face of womanhood, okay? So, Ariel, that video of you being assaulted, it went viral. When you watch it back, what goes through your mind?
The first time I watched it, that was the first time it hit me how hard it was thrown.
Yeah.
And now when I remember it, I realize I'm remembering watching the video as opposed to the actual event. But I guess now what goes through my mind is like, thanks for the career bump.
That man, when he threw it, did not realize you were going to get this kind of platform. It's such a trip because as I watch it, I see you and me when I got heckled and people confronted me. And have you been able to process it? Do you go in your mind and go, what could I have done differently? Should I have done the same thing?
I thought about it a little bit. I don't think I made any mistakes. I really don't. You know, I do this thing sometimes in my stand-up where I ask if anybody has any questions. And I do think it's a fun way to make the show feel spontaneous and to get me out of my head a little. You know, when you're doing stand-up and you're doing the same jokes over and over again, you get tired of hearing your own voice. But so there's nothing I would have done differently. I think now I'm starting to process. The adrenaline is wearing off.
Yeah.
I'm sleeping. So now it's just processing what will it feel like to go back on the road.
Yes, you know, and do you feel any, first of all, I want to say, did you press charges?
No.
Okay, why didn't you press charges? Because I wanted to.
You know.
Do this for you. I did. Literally, girl.
Like $50 in tolls round trip to go back. I would have to keep going back.
Yeah.
And I was busy before this. I'm very busy now, which is great.
Yes, mama.
I think, look, I hope the club presses charges.
Yes.
But I think the greatest punishment is that man has to wake up every morning being him. And
exactly. You know, people don't understand when we go on the road. I stopped going on the road just because of this reason, because of being a woman by yourself on the road. It's scary a lot. Have you dealt with that, being on the road?
Totally. It's such a, look, we're vulnerable as it is when we're home. So to be on the road, to be traveling alone. I did a comedy tour once with another woman, and we called our comedy tour Girls with Mace.
Yeah. Oh,
because we were afraid that somebody was gonna mess with us. So we're always trying to like put off this like hard exterior.
The hard shell.
So that nobody will come and mess with us, but it's a scary thing.
Girl, do you know how many times I had to put a chair underneath my door? I tell them, don't put me on the first floor, because you talk about stuff on stage and people come after you and they think you are that person on stage is doing all that talking and having to fight these people off. And so I admire you for still sticking to your guns and doing it. But I would say, dealing with something like this, how does it affect your comedy now?
We'll see. We'll see what happens, right? Like I am very open on stage. I talk a lot about my personal issues with eating disorders, with body dysmorphia, and growing up Jewish in Kentucky. So a tale as old as time. But so we'll see how this changes my material. I obviously have to talk about this event now.
Yeah.
I'm working it out. I just started talking about it last night on stage, but.
Okay.
But I hope that it doesn't change who I am at my core, right? Like I hope this doesn't
It will
scare
not
me
change
off.
your core. You keep doing it. You keep getting on that stage because you're speaking for so many of us and for people who don't have a voice. So you get, and that dude, you can suck it. Girl, and I admire you, and I want you to come back so you can actually do and be your funny self. So this is not weighing you down. So you have to come back. But I do have to say, we got a little surprise for you, girl. So I know that this has been a tense situation. You're like so stiff. So our friends at Exhale Spa are gifting you with a $500 custom spa service. It ain't a car, girl, but it's gonna make your back feel good.
Hey, I'm just so glad it's not a 6-pack of High Noon. That's
No,
what I
we're
thought
not giving you beer at all. But I just want to tell you, give me your hand, mama, because we are sisters in comedy. Keep doing what you do. Keep getting on that stage and talking what you talk. And we're gonna see Ariel. You're gonna be famous, girl. Get ready.